So today, I'd love to talk about the question that nobody's asking. How long should a worship song be? Welcome to Blazing Guitars. So I remember being a young kid and singing I Could Sing of Your Love Forever in a worship set and being so sick of that song by the end of it that I never wanted to hear it again. And as I became a worship leader, I decided that I wanted to try and fix that. And it might just be a reflection of where I am in my own wicked heart, but I think in general, it's really easy for people to get distracted and tired and weary of a lot of repetition. So the thing that I came up with was this idea of I always want to leave the people wanting more. And what that means is that when I play a worship song, ideally the congregation would walk away thinking, wow, I really like that. That was a good song. I would like to hear more of that. Versus, wow, I can't believe they played that chorus 47 times. I would really like to not hear that song again. And I might just be overly cynical, and I totally recognize that. And there's not one way to do it. There's not a cookie cutter way to do worship. So this does not necessarily have to apply to you. So what I've tried to do with this is really try to communicate the ideas of the song as quickly as possible. And if I need to sit on a theme like a bridge or a chorus a little bit more, then I'll do it. And I'll also respond to the Spirit in that moment if I feel like I need to go a couple extra choruses. But in general, I plan for the songs to be pretty quick. And like I do verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, and then end it. And then that way I just don't feel like it kind of goes on and on and on, which I think can be kind of easy to do with worship music. Again, you do not have to do it this way. It's just something that I kind of came up with that I think has been helpful for our church. And there's been times where I've totally ignored it as well. So I remember one week I sang How He Loves. I sang the chorus of How He Loves 6 times in a row. And I know that sounds a little crazy, but in that moment it kind of worked because that's what the Spirit was doing. And I think the congregation really responded to that well. But I tried to do it the next week, and that did not go so well. So if you're listening to the Spirit, if you're trying to quickly and succinctly communicate the message of songs, and then keep in mind that people can get weary and that your job is to facilitate worship, not be a distraction. And I think sometimes long songs can be a distraction that people overlook. So just keep those things in mind. You don't have to hear any of them. You don't have to take into account any of them. But I think I found them to be really, really helpful, and it's just kind of served as a good guideline of trying to have that goal in mind of, leave the congregation wanting more of the song and leave the congregation wanting more of music. So with all that being said, if you have a question, comments are below. Feel free to jump into my Discord or my Patreon, which is also linked in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great week.